So guys, welcome to Winsford Police Station in Cheshire. Come on guys. Sorry?
The video opens in a deceptively calm way with the auditor casually introducing the location outside a police station, creating an atmosphere that feels routine and uneventful on the surface, yet loaded with anticipation. Beneath it, there is no confrontation, no urgency, and no sign of conflict. Just a man in a public space, which is exactly what makes this intro so effective, because seasoned viewers immediately sense that the calm will not last and that the mere act of standing and observing here is about to trigger a reaction that will test boundaries, authority, and...
No. Sorry?
Just ask what you're doing.
Sorry, it's on a need to know basis.
Oh, okay. Alright. Do you have access to the backyard?
No, I'm not going there. No. Okay, lovey. Have a nice day. Sorry. How are you?
Alright.
Yeah.
Speak to you a minute.
Sorry?
I'm going to speak to you a minute.
Why, sir?
Because I just want to know what you're doing.
Oh, I'm just...
Just stop there.
Why am I being detained?
Yes, you are being detained.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What
just,
for?
Just because I just want to speak to you and find out who you are.
Oh, I'm obliged.
Well, I'd just like to know what you're doing.
What section are you detaining me on?
You're outside a police station.
Am I free to go?
Pardon?
Am I free
Not
to...
at the moment, no.
So you're detaining me?
Yes, because
On
I
what?
want to know who you are.
On what section of the law are you using?
Pardon?
What section of the law are you using?
Okay, I'm not being difficult with you.
You are?
I just want to know what you're doing outside a police station.
Well, I need to know.
Station.
It's fully transparent, sir.
Alright. So, if you just tell me what you're doing...
Well, am I being detained?
It's fine.
Am I being detained?
Pardon?
Am I being
Well, I
detained?
would like to know who you are.
Well, am I being detained?
Yes, you are.
Under what section of the law?
The section 1 of place.
The tension ignites the moment. An officer approaches and begins asking questions about identity and purpose, shifting the encounter from passive observation to active scrutiny. And everything changes when the auditor calmly asks the critical question, why am I being detained? A moment that instantly exposes uncertainty in the officer's authority. The conversation becomes circular with vague explanations and no clear legal grounding, while the auditor remains composed, signaling to the audience that this is no longer a casual chat, but the beginning of a serious legal confrontation.
What, offensive weapons?
Pardon?
Offensive weapons?
Well, because I want to know what you're doing.
Well, what is it? Section 1 at pace. You've got to have a reasonable grounds.
Well, why are you being so difficult?
I'm not being difficult. I like to remain private.
Okay, but you understand where you are. You're outside the police.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to go beyond places that I'm not allowed to go.
I know. I understand that.
I've got a marker pen and a see-through.
But what are you doing on here then? If you just explain to me what you're doing on there.
Well,
You're looking through the gate and that.
yeah, only looking.
Like you're looking at the vehicles.
Only looking.
Like but why are you drawing on that?
Well, it's fully transparent. That's all I can say.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's just a piece of perspex.
Yeah, but what are you doing?
I'm just writing.
Okay. But
Drawing.
So why are you doing it outside the police station?
Well, where else can I can go all over, can't I?
You can go home and do it if you want.
So anyway, am I still being detained? I'm still being detained.
It's the fact that you're doing it outside the police station.
Yeah, but you can. There's nothing against the law.
You must understand that. Come on.
No, because if it's illegal, then yeah. So right, am I being detained still?
Well, I'm not going to detain you. If
You've just detained me under Section 1 of pace.
Right, if you want to walk away.
No, I won't hang around here for a while drawing.
Well, I'm not going to allow you to do that.
You're not going to allow me to draw?
No.
Seriously, Constable? Oh. Seriously?
Yeah.
On what grounds then?
For them?
So you're going to arrest me if I carry on drawing?
I'm
On
not going to
perspex?
arrest you.
You said you're not going to allow me on a
I'm
public
gonna ask you to
street.
leave.
I can be on this public street, sir. You know that. Come on. I will never go beyond gates where it says at that gate. It says no pedestrians beyond this point. I will never dream of going behind there. I will never dream of going beyond places.
Well, you tell me why you're doing this.
I like to draw in public.
Okay.
Yeah, and take notes of things.
Yeah.
Now it's fully transparent, like I say. I have.
Look at it.
It's a piece of perspex. Of course you can look at it.
This segment marks a sharp escalation as the officer introduces Section 1 of PACE, a power associated with searching for weapons, dramatically raising the stakes of the encounter despite the complete absence of any visible threat. The supposed suspicion centers around a piece of perspex used for drawing a justification that feels increasingly flimsy as the auditor explains its harmless purpose, highlighting the growing gap between perceived suspicion and actual lawful grounds, and making the audience question whether the power being invoked is being used out of caution or convenience.
There's nothing hostile in there. So when's the detainment over? Because time's ticking now.
If you want to go, then you can go.
Well, I want to stay as well. That's the difference.
Well, I don't really want you to stay here, do I?
But it's a public street. You can't say that.
Okay. Well, you're within close proximity to
Yeah, and that's the reason why there's a gate there. When anybody, two people have come out and in, and I've never tried going when the gate was open. I wouldn't do that. It clearly says no admittance to the public.
It does.
So I'll give you my word on that.
Okay.
On a public street,
Okay.
I've just been detained.
But you haven't really explained to me what you're doing here.
I don't have to. I don't have to account myself in a public space.
We're going around in circles here, aren't we?
Well, you've just detained me, sir.
Because I would like to know what you're doing.
And I've told you.
I haven't really given a reasonable explanation.
What, for drawing on a piece of perspex?
Yeah, it's just a bit strange, isn't it?
Pardon?
It's a bit strange.
Well,
doing
I am a
that
bit
right,
strange.
right,
I really am strange.
Well, I don't think you're strange, but I think what you're doing is a little bit odd.
Yeah, but there's no law against being odd or strange.
Okay.
So you grassed me up for this.
What will
You
do?
seen me there, and I was doing nothing to you.
What will you be doing? No, I didn't say you were doing anything.
I was just drawing, looking for it.
But we'd just like to know what your purpose of you being here was. And you've
And,
told us.
I'll tell you, it's nothing hostile.
You've told us no.
You know.
Well,
But I don't. When's the detainment over? Because I'd like to freely walk around.
The dynamic subtly flips as the auditor methodically explains public space, boundaries, signage, and his clear intention not to enter restricted areas, calmly dismantling the officers' concerns piece by piece. The moment lands with quiet force when he states that there is no law against being strange, a line that perfectly captures the heart of the audit as the officer struggles to introduce any new lawful justification, leaving the encounter feeling increasingly unbalanced and exposing how discomfort alone is being mistaken for suspicion.
You know. So was caller number 41. 41570. Are you based out of here, sir?
I am.
I will have to put a complaint in about this. You detain me on the section 1 of pace.
I have detained you, yes.
Yes.
While I speak to you.
You can't. That's not how it works.
To establish what you're doing.
So,
here.
what grounds did you use section 1 of
If you
pace?
want to make a complaint, mate, you make a complaint.
No, I will. But I need to ask you what grounds did you use what grounds did you have to suspect for using section 1 of pace? You didn't even search me. I've told you I've no offensive weapons on me or anything like that. A bottle of water, that's it.
Yeah.
But you use section 1 of pace. That's usually for offensive weapons and stuff like that.
Well, you are within close proximity to a police station, so I have reasonable suspicion, don't I? I could search you if I wanted to.
You could do. You might as well now. You've used section 1 of pace, because it's still the same thing. You can't just stop me from going about a lawful act.
We can ask you under that section to stop an account.
Under section 1 of pace.
It's not necessarily stop and search.
Yes,
We're going to get run over here.
So I've stopped you and I've asked for an account, hasn't it?
I remember you.
How are you?
Yes, he's an auditor. He's got a concealed camera potentially, and he spoke to me outside.
It's not concealed. It's clearly visible.
Oh, is it in your glasses?
Yeah, clearly visible.
Right.
And there's no law against filming in a public space.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
And you know I'm an auditor. You should tell these what I'm writing things down, which is not against the law. I won't go beyond any.
No,
You know
a
that.
lovely gentleman.
Yeah.
We had a lovely interaction.
But all I want to do is go uninterrupted in a public space. But he's just detained me.
We'll leave you to it.
Am I undetained now then?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The encounter reaches its breaking point when the auditor presses for specific grounds for detention, prompting an admission that quietly undermines the entire stop that the detention was simply to speak to him. This revelation strips the authority from the Section 1 claim, especially as no search ever occurs. And when a CD officer appears, the situation rapidly deflates with the detention ending without enforcement, explanation, or resolution, leaving behind an unmistakable impression that the stop could not withstand legal scrutiny.
So 4170. Detained under section 1 of pace. Not even searched. Anyway guys, that was the CID lady from one of the last videos. I want to make a point. See, he knows he's just messed up, doesn't he? So when that gate shuts, we're going. Detained. What? For a bit of perspex. 4170. Detained under section 1 of pace, just while we speak to you. That's not how it works. But all that tells me now, guys, is I'm getting a tug in my car when I get back to it. She got back and really saved me bacon in a way, didn't she? She saved me bacon. I couldn't believe that. You could not write that, guys.
The closing moments, the auditor reflects directly to the camera, calmly, reiterating the collar number and the fact that he was detained under Section 1 of pace without ever being searched. A contradiction that speaks louder than any argument made earlier. His tone is measured rather than angry, reinforcing the message that this is not about hostility toward police, but accountability. And as the video ends, the audience is left with a lingering realization that if such detentions go unchallenged, they risk becoming routine rather than exceptional. All Politics News recently uploaded